Hello, everyone. My name is Katy, and welcome to the Greenland Quilter channel. Joins, I have a guest. Her name is Donnell, and in a minute, she'll tell you about herself and her channel. A lot of you know who she is, but if you're a new person, then this is a good time for her to talk about her channel as well as who she, how she got into this and stuff. So tonight we are going to I'm working on a UFO. What are you working on?
I am working on my legit kit. So I got row A done and a couple of blocks from row B. And so I'll be working on block number 4 in row B today.
Okay, so tell them who you are and about your channel.
So my name is Donnell with Donnell Stitchery. I do all different types of sewing. I love hand sewing, hand quilting, hand stitching, machine sewing, machine quilting. If it can be done with one of the two, I love doing it. And I decided today I have not really worked on my legit kit lion. This is the legit kit lion. And when I decided to do it, I bought just the pattern, paper pattern, and did it all in my own fabrics that I have here in stash. And because I'm in Detroit, or right outside Detroit, Michigan, I am doing it the Detroit Lion colors. So I'm doing the main of it will be various blues. The background is white. The body and face of the lion will be grays, like silvers and light grays. And then the rock underneath it, or the ground underneath it, will be light blacks and dark grays.
Oh, cool. That's awesome. Look how long it took for your link to show up in the chat. Okay. That was weird. Sorry. All right, let me say hello to everybody in the channel. Michelle was the first one to get here today. Hello, Michelle. Hi, Linda and Jackie and in Quilfic. What's her name?
That is Debbie.
Debbie's here. Let me see here. There's Deb S. Hello, hello. Hi, Judy H. How are you? Hello, Jess. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Mary. It's good to see you here. Let me see. And I think I got. Hi, Joy T. Hi, Melissa. I think we got everybody.
And Charlotte.
Oh yeah, Charlotte. And if we see Vicky, hang on a minute. I have to look up her name. I don't know why I can't think of her last name right at this minute. But I'm looking for Vicky. So anyone who knows, hang on, I'll tell you what her last name is.
So there's a couple of them I know of. There's Vicky Bush and Vicky Rumsey.
It's Rumsey I'm looking for. I need her to email me because I'm trying to I want to set up a Zoom so for the paid members of the channel, and she's the only one I don't have an email for now. So if anybody knows her, can you tell her to, and I'll post my where she needs to live in Greenland 2011.
Yeah, she's a member on mine too, and I haven't seen her in a little bit. So
yeah, so if you guys see her, tell her Katy needs her to email her at that email I just posted in the chat, so that we can set up a Zoom. So I'm a little bit behind on doing that, and now that the ice is leaving the fjord, all the reprieve I had is going to be gone because that means I'll be working. I worked this Saturday, for the first time since, well, actually, we've had no cruise ships. So we lost Greenland. South Greenland has been, I call it like bumper car ice. The ice was all pushed up against the whole southern part of South Greenland. And so cruise ships will not go through ice that's thicker than 2 meters. So
the paper thin.
The hole is too thin. So everybody down here that depends on summer tourism are broke. So the government is going to step in and help a little bit because there's a lot of, there's businesses who have had zero tourism coming in, buying things and stuff. And they have monthly bills to pay, a mortgage or whatever on their business, as well as the regular things like rent of the building or you know, power and water, all that stuff. That all adds up when you don't have an income coming in. And then there's all of us who were supposed to be working that hasn't worked. Yeah. So, and you're going to see me touching my eyes a lot tonight. My eyes have been bothering me for the last, I've had another, whatever you call it, episode. So my eyes are a little bit tormented. So you're probably going to see me touching my face a lot, and I can't help it. So sorry. Anyway, what
Well,
I'm going
I'll
go
say what
ahead.
you could do is try talking to your doctor, see about maybe having them ordering you some eye drops to help you out with the eye irritation.
Well, we put some eye drops in yesterday twice, and it helped a little bit, but not enough. And we haven't got around to doing it today. I hate it. It's a struggle for me to, I can't even put eye drops in my own eyes. So I've been having Nikolai do it. And even with Nikolai doing it, it's very hard for me to let him get the bottle so close to my face without me
Ah,
flinching. Because it's something, it's a complicated thing, but my face is like a trigger.
ah, fun stuff. So what are you working on?
I'm going to finish my clue 4. I have a UFO, which is this is the Carnival bomb pop. I also have hot air balloon, but I'm not even messing with that one right now because I'm missing parts, and Cotton Cuts
Oh
is trying to
no.
not missing like as in I got the clue here. It's mail that's missing. It's like all of our mail for the last 2 or 3 months has dropped into somewhere. So I I didn't realize I was missing one of my clues for bomb or for hot air balloon until I went through the tote, and then I'm like, uh-oh, there's one missing right in the middle. Plus, I didn't have clue 10 that never got here, and we finished Carnival back in March or April, I guess,
Oh wow.
sometime during it because it was a fall 2023 PMQ. So anyway, I'm going to finish clue 4, and then I will probably start on another clue for Hope, which is the current Tree of Life one I'm doing,
Uh-huh.
and work on that as well. Looks like we have Hi, Robert. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Did I miss anybody else that's come in here since then? Don't look like it. All right. So, what is everybody else working on right now?
Yes, yes.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Do tell. I want to hear what everybody else is working on.
Yep. Okay, so we're doing this. And this.
I am just currently looking for my pieces that I need.
So I'll show you where I am on my clue 4. I had to make
And for anybody that doesn't already know, I had birds in my room. So if you hear any birds chirping, don't worry, it's mine.
That's what I can hear.
Yeah, I have a lovebird. As you can probably see the small 2 cages up here. I have a lovebird on the end. Right here I have a parakeet, also known as a budgie in Australia. And then over here off camera is my green cheek sun conure, and he's the main one that everybody always hears.
I had a son conure, so they're very verbal.
Yeah, he's gotten, well, he's only like a little over a year old. So he's just been getting a lot more vocal lately. So he'll say like baby, treat, love you, welcome. So he's like starting to say some little phrases, but it's super cute.
I didn't get a chance to get to find out when he would start talking to me because my first husband did a bad thing to him. So I didn't have a bird anymore. Came home and he was dead. Him or her, I don't know if it was a girl or a boy. I think it was a boy because he was really colorful.
It's hard to tell. You can't really tell by their color. Like with parakeets, you can tell by the the shade of their right above their beak, that little tissue area there.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell on them. The rest of them you actually have to take to a vet to have them sexed to find out for sure what color they are or what breed or sex that they are.
Do people really take birds to a veterinarian?
Yeah,
Wow,
they need care just like everybody else does.
that has to be expensive.
It all depends. I mean, you take them to a specialist, then yes, that's going to be expensive.
All right, I need to get
Then plus in some areas, it's just super hard to find someone that actually even treats birds. Because you have to find an aviarian veterinarian. But I mean, it's just the same as having any other type of animal and everything. All expensive in the long run.
Yeah, some things some of us will take to the vet while other things we don't. The price of a veterinarian is more expensive than the animal. I was glad I didn't have to see the vet but once a year with the horses. And I usually planned it right when I got my income tax return so I could get their vaccinations. And some of the vaccinations I did myself. There was a couple where they had to do it because you couldn't buy the stuff over the counter.
I do have my Fallon ruler that I'm using.
Well, that's cool.
Yep. So I love this ruler for doing my paper piecing. 2.5 inches wide, and they actually made it so that way there, this line right here going along the edge is 1/4 of an inch. So that way there, when I go to trim, it's perfect. 1/4 inch seam for me. So
Do you have to use two rulers when you're using those from Fallon since they don't have markings on them?
it all depends. Like this one here, I don't, because it's my paper piecing one. So I just use it for doing for trimming like my 1/4 of an inch seam. As far as some of her other ones go, I mean, she has stated that you do need to. I just not really gotten any of the like long quilting ones or cutting ones and all yet. So I do want to get those though. But I don't really ever use my rulers for my measurement. I use my cutting boards or cutting mat.
I use my ruler. I don't think the mat is as accurate.
Well, the way I look at it is as long as I'm always being consistent on what I use, then it's going to come out good.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you're staying consistent and doing it the same way every time, it should
Yup.
come out. Yeah, it should come out okay. So right now I'm sewing together 2 half triangles to make a half square triangle. If there's any puzzle mystery quilt people in the chat, tonight is the 3rd Thursday of the month, and Cotton Cuts opens up a Zoom tonight. It'd be 10 o'clock my time, which would be it's either 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock my time. 9, 8, 7. So it's like 6 o'clock, I think, or 5 o'clock. I have to go look on the. I was looking for the link and couldn't find it. But it's free and it's for all puzzle mystery detectives. Tip for Nikolai: when putting drops in Katie's eyes, have her close her eyes and put the drops in the inside corner, and then she can blink them in. Oh, yeah, let's try that, honey.
What?
What?
It seems to be on offline.
I still see you.
Oh. Well, YouTube didn't want to connect. Zoom is, but
I wonder if we're having internet trouble tonight.
Yeah.
That would be bad. Hello, Patty. She says hi to you, Donnell.
Hi.
So no one's working on anything tonight? So I didn't see where anyone said anything.
Let's see.
Well, Debbie says she's finishing the last RMCDH quilts and dresses.
Judy said she's putting a binding on her hug quilts.
Yep.
Deb's working on her cake pop.
Jackie says she's packing up a lot of her fabric so that her daughter can take the boxes to her house in August to September.
Jess is
Mary
working on
says-
a pattern that she's testing that's due tomorrow.
Yep. And Mary says she's working on small different UFO projects. Cake pop. What's a cake pop? Okay, so you can help me out with this. Video, Jackie says the video keeps freezing up.
It could be bad connection.
No, she's talking about me, I think. There might be something wrong with our internet.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, if there's something wrong with technology that has to do with the internet, there's not much I can do. So let's trudge along and see what happens. AE, and then I need to do a CA, which would be this. So we're gonna make 2 of those.
Well, could be
Hey,
one-
Robin. Hey, Pat Boo. I know I already said hi, but hi again.
Oh, Robin came in? I didn't see her.
Yeah, Robin Marie was saying hi to Pat Boo.
Hey, Robin.
Melissa says she's working on petting zoo.
Sorry. I had that cold or whatever it was that's been bugging me, and then it looks like it's like I have a cold again. It's weird. But I see just so everybody knows, I'll see the doctor on Monday, and we're going to talk about all these different little things going on.
That's good. At least you're getting it checked out. So,
Well, Saturday and Sunday of last week or this past weekend, and then I think Monday and Tuesday, or Monday at least, I was having some kind of strange pain right here. Behind the ear, down at the base of my skull right here. And it lasted and it was very, very painful when it was going on. And it lasted for like a minute and a half, and then it was gone. And then a few hours later, it happened again. So I don't know what the heck that is. I don't
could
know
be
if we have,
like a stress headache or a tension area.
I don't know, or because I don't know if we have sinuses running to the back of our skull. I know
You
we
got
do.
sinuses running everywhere.
Yeah, so it could be sinuses that was causing it, since I'm having so much trouble with them right now. All right, let's see what we can come up with questions today to keep a conversation going on. Let me see. How many of you are going to do a project for Christmas? And the project you're doing, what is it that you plan on doing? What Christmas project will you be working on for Christmas time?
I'll be making cathedral window Christmas ornaments.
Do you have a sample of what you're going to make?
Yes, ma'am.
Can we see? Hey, let me spotlight you.
So this is one I done recently on my video on my channel for the Christmas in July.
Oh, that's pretty, Donnell.
Yeah, I posted a video up on my channel about a week or 2 ago of it, and super fun.
Speaking of I have something to show you guys because I know someone will ask eventually.
Alrighty.
Hopefully, this will not shut off because I was charging it. All right.
Might want to put the camera back over on you though. You still got me spotlighted.
Yeah, let me fix that. Thank you for reminding me.
You're
'Cause
welcome.
I always forget to do that. Okay, I'm going to show y'all the sewing room or the sewing room wall. And you can go over there and tell them what they're looking at.
Ooh, Shirley says she's working on Aggie quilt gnomes for a Halloween scene wall hang. Ooh, I love gnomes. Was this the wall that you had to have replaced or repaired?
That wasn't long.
Huh?
I don't think that wasn't long. Yeah. But I barely get to see it. Finally, we got the wall being painted, and we'll be back again tomorrow to repaint it again, and it will be done. So then
Awesome sauce.
we can start moving back into the sewing room. The only thing that he'll have to do is just outdoors.
That is amazing. I bet you guys are gonna be so excited to have that all back in order the way it's supposed to be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then we can get this disaster out of the front of the house.
Right?
Oh,
Have your house back in order the way it's supposed to be in there.
well, I don't think our house is going to be able to return completely to the way we're used to, because I think we're going to end up with family members living here with us.
You know, it happens sometimes, so
Well, a mom's got to do what a mom's got to do for a son and a grandson. So,
definitely.
and if that means moving them here, then that's what we're going to do. Unless some big miracle happens within the next few weeks where he finally gets hired on a job and he's so close to getting into housing, it's crazy. But it could be weeks to months, even though he's in the first position. Please out your hand or put your hand over the camera so we don't get sick. Oh, sorry guys. Did everyone see the wall?
Yes, I seen it.
So as Nikolai said, tomorrow they're going to come put a second coat on, and then me and him can get in there and start making like small little time frames of going in and cleaning up more glass and trying to go through things and move them. I've cleaned some of the shelves off already and moved them and got as much glass. What does Nico say about that? Say about what? Oh.
Hi, Joe.
Patty, do you mean in reference to my son and grandson? Maybe you could probably come answer that question. Did you get kicked out again?
No, I have to get out of there and get back again.
I'm assuming she's talking.
If you're talking about Thomas and Blaze, they're welcome here. They ain't gonna be. They'll be welcome, all right.
Yeah, see, I did not have to twist his arm or anything, or beg him.
Well, they're welcome. Well,
Thomas has a passport, but what we are currently doing to deal with the passport for Blaze is Thomas has got to go to the courthouse to pick up some forms that has to do with well, this was a suggestion made by someone else that we've been talking to. There's a form on there's a passport form where you can claim you can't find the other parent, and that's been filled out. And I'm not sure when that's going to get filed, but in the end, we may have to go. He may have to go before a judge to claim abandonment, number one, and also to get full custody of his son, because none of that was done. They just turned him over to Thomas when they took his son away from her. And so there's a few. Yes, it's going to cost a small fortune. You are so right, Patty. But if things don't happen soon in Georgia, they'll because we're still getting donations slowly, but sooner or later that will stop. And when it stops, Thomas will be sleeping in a tent.
Hi, Annette Wagner.
Hey there, Annette. And someone else came in I didn't say hi to.
We also got Robert Kotz that's saying hi to Nikolai.
Hi, Robin.
It's Robert.
Hi, Robert.
He's a guy.
Robin and Robert, hi to everyone.
But anyway, it's what it is. Y'all keep saying prayers for him and Blaze, and maybe something will happen. The last time we thought about moving them, or moving him anyway, he got a job like a week before we were going to start the process. And then, and we made the offer, you can still come if you want to. And he's like, no, let me try the job out for a while. And he worked for the job for 2 years before she came into his life anyway. So, yeah, but they're okay. Blaze just turned 8 this past Saturday. And there's been some more donations. We've had another $200 donation done. Thomas was given his son while he was in California. The Department of Children's Services in Florida took Blaze and well, before they took Blaze from her, they called us. I got a phone call here in Greenland, no less, and they were asking if there was a family member that could take Blaze so they didn't have to put him in foster care. And so my daughter went down there and picked him up, and she turned Blaze over without any trouble at all. And then they finished removing the rest of her kids. And then she has since had two more daughters that has been taken from her. And both daughters were born addicted to fentanyl and meth. That's the latest news that we heard, that she just recently had one. But they still don't know where she's at because she's disappeared again. So that's the problem, is that we can't find her. By the time we hear about where she might have been, she's already gone. She's probably back in Florida more than likely.
No worries, Annette. Annette said that, Janelle, I heard you, but I was on a set still getting China down from my mom. Don't ask.
Robert says, it's okay, Nikolai. I'll answer to anything, really. Laugh out loud. Yeah, Patty, she has a total of, let's see, Trevor, Oakley, Blaze, Kiva, Merritt. She's had a total of 6 kids. All of them are by different men. The 2 younger ones are girls that were born addicted. The oldest one, Trevor, is an alcohol syndrome baby, so he's very autistic. Kiva passed away when he was 3 months old for infant crib death or whatever you call that. But someone adopted Oakley. And then when DCF stepped in and they took all these other kids that were still living, they put them all into foster care. And one of the young women who has the older daughter, which is the second to the youngest of her kids, her adoption went through for her. So I've been talking to her for the last few days, trying to get, because I've been talking to both her and the sister, trying to see if we could figure out what address I could send a certified letter to, because we need to send a certified letter asking for the whereabouts of Heather to the addresses she's been to. And if they get kicked back, then we can go forward with the rest of the paperwork that we need to file to get a passport for Blaze, because I don't want anything to happen where my son is being arrested for taking his son out of the country.
Definitely not.
We want to do this all by the book.
Yeah, by the book equals less hassle.
Yep. Less chance of my grandson getting pulled into foster care, which is definitely what I don't want.
None of us want it.
No, we don't. Let's see here. This is D and E. And then E and A. And we're going to put these rectangles in between that. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but I'm trying to line this up so I know what to sew. And then put this here.
But it will be fun to see their reaction when they come here and when they're in the summer. If you've seen yesterday's live video where around near 11 p.m., but we still have daylight, it would be fun to see their reaction when that happens to them. Because in summertime, Katy's inner clock is goofing up.
Oh, that's awesome. Robert Cott says he loves mailing Christmas cards and Christmas pillows with the cards.
If you never had
Gets it all done and sent out by Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's awesome.
Right?
I'm thinking about getting my Christmas stuff out. Christmas fabric and stuff, all that Christmas fabric I have, because Qaqortoq's doing a sew along right now that looks rather interesting for this year's winter Christmas quilt. Since the pattern's free, I could actually sew it with you guys if y'all were interested. If not, I just do pre-records of sewing it together. So Saturday I'm doing, as I said, I'm working Saturday. I have one tour and I'll be doing the Great Greenland Tannery with a group of tourists. So far, that's how many, it's one group so far. So that's what I know right now anyway. But maybe I can get some more video while I'm down there as well. Well, I hope not too, Melissa. This decision's not being taken lightly. It's our last line of defense. If nothing else works out, that's what we have to do. Patty, if we move them to Greenland, that means that we have exhausted everything for the United States. I know it's hard to understand what's going on, but when you've been homeless for 8 months while trying to find a job and housing and nothing's happened, that's why I have this fundraiser going on, because we've exhausted all of our money that we had trying to keep a roof over their head. And he didn't ask for all this to happen to him. He doesn't do drugs, he doesn't drink. He's not in trouble with, other than what she caused. And it's just been a problem from the time his dad died till now. There is good things going on. He's in therapy. Blaze is in therapy, so there's that. But we'll do what we have to do, That doesn't look right. Oh, yes, it does.
Some people are just dealt a short stick.
Yep. I never thought I would have a family member having to sleep in a hotel on a regular basis.
And you just gotta always remember, no matter what trivia you had to deal with and everything and all, making through it makes you stronger.
I always worry that all of this stuff is just going to weaken him, especially because he suffers from depression. And I'm pretty sure that the depression he suffers from is probably been inherited more or less, because his dad suffered with it severely. And that's why he did what he did to himself in the end. But he wouldn't get help either. Deb asks, are you a diabetic? If so, you don't need the fudge. Oh, no. Hi, Mona. How are you?
Hey, Miss Mona.
Patty, he's trying everywhere. All these places that are posting job openings, we have filled out hundreds of applications, and he's had 2 interviews out of them, and they never called him back. We have no idea what's going on with that. The employers claim they need employees, but then they don't call back. We're not Patty, I want you to understand, we are not forcing him. We've had a discussion with him, and he knows. And I think it's going to be better for him that, okay, let's put it out there. Which is better, him moving here to have a roof over his head and get a job here while his son is being taken care of, or sleep in a tent? Those are the 2 alternatives here. Which would you choose? I don't want to have to be parenting again either. I mean, well, you know what I mean. I just can't bear the thought of my grandson and him being in a tent. It's not safe in the current climate. I'm not, and we will try our best to make sure he gets a job as quickly as possible, so that when because he'll have to go on a waiting list for an apartment here, because it's like anywhere else, there's a shortage of housing. Not because there's no money, it's just there's a shortage of housing. And we have a small house, so it'll be tough on all of us. but we can make it work, can't we, baby?
Yep.
We do what we have to do for family because they're so important.
How's your project coming along, Katie?
I just had to rip one of them out because it wasn't lined up on the end like it was supposed to be, but it's coming along.
Yeah, I just had to unthread my machine.
Yep, I'm having to resew one of them.
Somehow or another, I wound up with a bird's nest underneath my machine.
Uh-oh. You know what? I was sewing my binding on my Stronger Together quilt. And right in the middle of it, the machine made this loud screeching noise, and then it gave me an error message. And when I went to take the quilt out of the needle, there was all this thread bunched up underneath it and inside of the bobbin case. And I'm like, what in the world? Because that's never happened. It's never happened before. And
yeah, somehow or another, I wound up with like a knot underneath the bobbin case. I don't know how that happened, but I just took it all apart and got it cleared out. So,
well, what I discovered was maybe it was because I didn't realize I had stuck polyester yarn or polyester thread in my machine. And I don't know, maybe you need to change the tension for polyester. I'm not sure. And so it must have teased the machine. Or maybe it just didn't like that particular thread. I don't know. It looked like I'd used the thread before, but maybe I'd used it in the singer. Annette says, okay. Annette says, sometimes we need to go home to regroup and get back on our feet. Yes. All the while in a supportive environment. Exactly. You know, when I left home, before I walked out the door, my father said to me, he says, when you walk out that door, don't come back. I will not help you in any way. I will not do anything for you. Even if you're struggling, you can forget it. So I'm not going to do that to my children. If my children need a helping hand, we're going to be there for them. Even at my age. I would do it for any of my 3 kids. Although I don't think we could. It would be
that's not all at the same time.
Yeah. It would be a hot mess, I think. Between 4 grandkids and 2, 4, 5 adults besides ourselves. Yeah. That would create yeah, we would have to get creative.
Friction.
But they all know our door will always be open.
Okay, taking it apart again. I'm not getting much accomplished today.
It's okay. We can talk and sew. Whatever you get
Yes.
done. I just want to make sure I keep an eye on that clock. Because I want to stop at 9, which will be 6 your time.
Yep. That way there I can still be able to go have dinner with my family.
Yep. Robert says, yes, it's a B. Your son's going through all of that, but Katie, sounds like y'all are putting this situation back on track. Yeah, we are trying really hard to help them. Charlotte says, Katie, been loving your Greenland videos. You have some incredible reviews. Thank you. I was hoping some of y'all would love it. There's another one going up tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow around noon. It's part 2. And then I'll be editing part 3 and putting it up sometime next week. While I understand, Patty, I'm not shaming you, sweetie. Not at all. I just worry about them. I can't help it.
You're just venting.
Yeah. I'm venting about my situation. Yeah. Our situation. Okay. But no, I'm not doing that.
It's my VPN that seizes me. Now, since I turned it off, I'll get back to YouTube.
Oh, okay. So that was what was called.
Yeah.
Thank you, Annette. Build a compound, Jess says. Yeah, that would be cool.
And no, I'm not taking any meds or anything. This is what I use to put all my broken needles and stuff into.
Yeah, I have a big empty gummy jar that I've been putting
Uh-huh.
all my blades and needles in. Okay. Then we need to put, oh, I got this upside down. So D-E-E-A, and then we're going to put these underneath it. Okay.
I'm like, if all else fails, change the thread, change the needle, rethread the whole thing.
Yep.
Sharp and scratch.
Oh, I'm sweating over here. It's weird how you get all warmed up when you're sewing. Thank you, Robert. So I have a plan about some more videos for our town. The first two videos that are up, or the second one is going to go up tomorrow, is us walking from the top of Princess Mountain down. So that's on the far side of the harbor. But I think the next good day of weather we have sometime next week, we're going to go up the other mountain, which I don't know the name of that one. And we're going to walk down that side, and I'll video all of that area so y'all can see, because we're going to go up high enough where you can see the behind our town, and there's another fjord that's behind our town, and that one will run parallel to where the airport's being built. And at some point, maybe we'll make a taxi ride to the airport current where they're building the airport and video that area, but I don't know when I'll do that part.
All right.
It's a long ride. How many kilometers away is it?
9.
Yeah, it's about 9 kilometers away from our house. I'm going to post Donnell's channel link again.
Thank you.
You guys go over there. If you're not subscribed, and subscribe, please. Help our channel out.
Yes, and I do live streams every Saturday and Sunday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern time. And occasionally I'll post recorded videos that I make as well. Tutorials and all. And I also take requests for tutorials.
What kind of tutorials?
Pretty much almost any type of sewing tutorial. Like I have one where I have a Brother SE600 embroidery machine. And I have a subscriber ask me to do like a little tutorial on that machine of how I use it to set up for my embroidery, to do my embroidery designs and all, because they got a similar machine. So I'm going to do that. So I got that to do. I also have a serger and a lot of like my mom's t-shirts. My mom doesn't like the crew neck. So she likes the V-neck. So I take her crew neck shirts that she gets and I turn it into a V-neck for her.
Yeah, I don't like the crew necks either. That's why I don't wear t-shirts.
All right. My mom and I both are big t-shirt gals.
I used to be a t-shirt person, but after moving here, I stopped wearing them.
So Mia, one of my subscribers, he asked me to do a tutorial on freaking batting, and that was a quick, easy tutorial for me to do up for him. So I posted that like within a few days of his request. Okay, let's see if I got this fixed now. Yay! Back in business.
Awesome.
Whenever you want to show what you're working on, you know, when you're ready, let me know and I'll spotlight you.
Not a problem. Yeah, I've only gotten like one little teeny tiny piece right now done up. So
Okay,
not
so
much progress was made so far.
here's, I had to make 2 of these.
Uh-huh.
So now I got that part done.
Yeah, this one I already had done.
Oh, that looks great.
And then this is another piece.
Cool.
And then this one here is the one I've been struggling with.
So what legit kit are you doing?
Huh?
What did you say? Which legit kit were you doing?
It is the Legit Kit Lion. Let me grab
Okay.
out the picture of it. So this is the picture of the kit, but I'm doing it in my own colorway.
Oh, another one who's doing that lion.
Yeah, so I bought the paper pattern and I'm doing it all in my own fabrics, which was, let me tell you, quite difficult to figure out where the for color placement, shades and everything. So I would not recommend that for a beginner of doing that.
Yeah.
Because other than this one, the only other legit kit one I've ever done was the vortex, and I haven't even finished that because I jumped right into this.
Okay, I'm going to show you what I have to sew together next. So I'll put them on my design board where you can see them. So
Hey,
this is
Lisa. Hey, Joydy.
Hi, Lisa. So this is what I got to sew together next. And there'll be 2 of those. Did
Oh,
you
that's
see it?
pretty. I love that colorway.
Me too. Could kick myself for not buying any yardage of it.
I can do that.
Yes, you could if you wanted to, but you're not going to do that.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
All that just if it's a 1/4 of an inch seam.
Okay, let's start sewing those pieces together.
Oh, chipmunk. I don't know.
This will be fun because we're going to be lining up 3 seams.
Squirrel.
I hope you get better. I hope that headache goes away for you soon, Judy.
And of course, I sewed it onto the wrong end.
Hope you get to feeling better. Okay, what can I ask? Thank you, Annette. Let's see. What can I wanted to come up. Let me think. What is your favorite genre of movies?
Oh,
What is
God,
the
that'd be
most-
a hard one for me to decide on. Because for me, it all depends on what mood I'm in. If I'm in like a nostalgia type of feeling, or if I'm in a scary movie type of feeling. If it's around Halloween, then I got to choose scary movies.
I don't watch scary movies.
I love scary movies.
I used to like them, but after being diagnosed with PTSD, I no longer can watch them.
Yeah.
They make me have bad dreams. So no more enjoying that. Because I was one of those that liked watching movies like Hellraisers. And
Oh, yeah.
yeah, and Nightmare on Elm Street, those 2. And I watched some of the Friday the 13th ones, but they become so redundant.
Yeah, some of the later ones got to be a little on the crazy side.
You
Like,
already knew
okay,
what they were going to.
really?
You knew what they were going to do. They were going to
Yeah,
go
I'm
find.
like, okay, come on. Be creative.
And why they always use kids in these movies, I don't understand that either.
Because it just adds to the suspense and the scariness and the realism of.
Yeah, I don't like when they put children in movies like that.
Now let's sew the extra piece of fabric onto the correct end of the other piece.
But it's always funny to watch fellow shipmate that when he's watching movie, he can be very jumpy or like that.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Then why does he watch them?
It's, when he, especially for the first day when we sail out, he had a hangover.
Oh, great.
So if you have a hangover, you can just start a horror movie and just watch him. You don't have to watch the movie, just watch him. He'll be jumpy big time.
That's interesting.
And of course, sometimes he could just like screaming at the reader, behind you, behind you. Why did you go there? Talking to the TV while just looking at him, just couldn't stop snickering.
I bet y'all did get some laughs when he would do that.
Yep, we did.
That means he was really getting into the movie when he's hollering at the TV.
Yeah, same time with the hangover on top of it, it's hilarious.
Okay, so let's see what they're saying. So far, Annette says film noir. I don't know what that means.
Noir. I think I got it in the hot dog. I'm not sure.
I like science fiction the best. And then it's action adventure behind that. And behind that one is drama.
Ugh.
The dramas is fine.
From time to time.
I'm not going to watch a boring one. But it's mostly science fiction and action. And I don't know where things like Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones and all that is in the genre, but I like those too.
I would assume science fiction. Or
I think that Lord of the Rings is more
maybe.
fantasy, yeah. And I really like fantasy movies too.
Yes.
The movies I don't watch is scary movies or horror movies. And I also don't watch comedy movies.
Yeah, I like comedy.
We all know that comedy just goes right over the top of my head.
I love comedy movies because it makes you laugh.
That's the problem. I don't laugh.
Even if it's just stupid stuff, and some of it's just so stupid it's funny.
Nickel, I'd be over there laughing, and I'm sitting there like, what's funny about that? And it's that part of my brain that, oh, I did it again, darn it.
Oops, I did it again.
I keep breaking thread. I wonder if I need to replace the needle. Maybe that's what's going on.
I don't know. I replaced my needle and my machine seems to be working okay so far. Knock on wood.
Well, the last time I sewed, every time I'd go through a thick seam, that's when the needle would, or that's when the thread would break. So it makes me think that maybe I need to change the needle. Let's do that.
I say change the needle. If that don't fit it, change the thread.
There's nothing wrong with the thread.
No, but maybe the machine is being temperamental about the thread.
Yeah, but I don't have any. I only use Aurifil. So there's no other to switch to. And I hadn't been having trouble with it before. I'm thinking
I don't know what to tell you then.
I'm thinking it might be the needle. The needle might be
slightly. If this is a thread that you always use with this machine and there's never been a problem, then I would say just try a change out the needle, because there might just be a burr on the needle that you're not seeing with your eyes.
Yep, exactly.
If that don't fit it, I don't know what to tell you.
Just weird that I break, unless the machine needs servicing, which I don't have a backup machine for that. All right, let me find a new needle.
But you watch a lot of TV shows too.
Yeah, I didn't mention TV shows. I was just talking about movies.
I know.
We'll talk about TV shows soon. Now, my TV shows are a little bit different. I watch science fiction. I love all the CSI stuff. I especially like Criminal Minds.
My ultimate favorite TV show is probably Reba. A big surprise for the red hair.
Reba?
Yes.
What is
Reba
that?
McEntire is in a made her own has her own TV show.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
They don't. That's not on Netflix, and I probably would just ignore it just the same. I don't know.
It is on Netflix. Just called Reba. Because I actually watched the reruns of it now on Netflix.
I don't really like. Is it a reality show?
It's I mean it's a sitcom.
Yeah. See, I probably wouldn't watch it then because I don't watch sitcoms either.
Oh,
I'm on TV.
I know a lot of people love sitcoms. Nikolai likes them all, I think. All right, let's get this needle changed.
me?
Yeah.
Sitcoms?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
like
that's it.
sitcoms are usually very funny. Or they try to make them funny.
Yeah, hers is like a sarcasm type of funny.
Hmm.
I noticed that I'm kind of a little shocked that Disney Channel put the Kardashians on Disney Plus.
That don't really seem like a Disney thing to me.
Yep, it's on there.
But to each their own.
I'm like, why do I want to watch something like that? But I guess people love it.
There are a lot of people that do love it. So, and we look at to each their own.
But I do like watching cooking
Just because I
competitions.
don't care for it, don't mean doesn't mean I have to watch it. So,
Nope. And I like watching cooking contests.
yes, Cake Boss is awesome.
Hey there, Leanna, sorry.
Hey, Leanna.
Debs said Bob Newhart died. I thought he was already gone.
But I need to
Hey,
rewatch.
Katy, I will be right back. I hear my Yorkie right outside my sewing room door here, and he needs to go potty.
Go ahead, no problem.
I need to rewatch the Outlander series again.
Yeah, I wish that they would hurry up and put season 8 on the darn. Uh-oh, what in the world did I just...
After listening to the books, it was fun.
Just a reminder that I'm leaving for PR in a couple of days, so I'm not able to ship any quilt until I get back. So sometime in late August. That's fine because I think I'm going to set the cutoff date for the drawing to be somewhere in the middle of August or the tail end of August while we're doing this fundraiser. So I'll wait till you get back. Just can you email me and let me know when you're on your way back and then we can set a time? No, Joy, he can't.
Totally.
No, someone asked a question about Thomas.
Laura, get out of there.
Her house is even tinier than our house.
Then
Yep. They just don't have the space. With us, we can sacrifice a room for them. I know that it seems like a drastic decision to have to make, but you know, you got to do what you got to do. I mean, I don't want it, well, I'll be frank here. I would rather him stay in the United States. We both would. We're not pushing for him to move. I want, you know, I want all y'all to understand that we're not twisting his arm in any way. We've had a sit down on Zoom with him to talk to him about it and let him know that the door is open. And, you know, we'll go from there. We'll do whatever it takes. I'm hoping he can stay in Georgia. I'm hoping there'll be a small miracle. He gets a job and the housing opens up for him, and suddenly we don't have to worry about any of it. And there's always that chance for that to happen. Just at the last minute, something happened. Blaze will have no trouble adapting. He's young. He can learn 3 languages at his age. So he wouldn't be the one struggling with Greenlandic life. It'll be Thomas having to learn to navigate it. And if I can navigate it, I know he can too. And now there's more and more English speaking people here, so it's not as hard as it was when I first moved here. Because that was probably the biggest obstacle for me, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Is the language barrier, because it would beat me up sometimes. I would come home and cry because I just
sorry about that.
I wanted to talk to people and couldn't because they couldn't understand anything I said. But I don't know when the turning point happened. But at some point there was a turning point where I think part of it was a lot of them that could understand English had to realign their ears to my so-called accent that everybody claims I have.
Hey, Giovanna. Hey, Laura. Hey, Samantha.
Hey, Samantha. Hello, Jackie. No, wait, Jackie was already here.
Sorry I missed everybody. I was taking Loki outside to go potty.
Okay. And hello to you, Giovanna. I have my friends that live in New York. They are seriously considering moving to Italy.
Awesome.
His family, or her husband, is I think, wasn't he born in Italy, but they migrated to the US when he was a baby? Yeah, something like that. And you know, he spent all of his life in New York, but they're seriously thinking about it. Starting, you know, sell their house and move to Italy.
Awesome sauce.
All right. This is what this looks like after I sewed those 3 parts together. No, 1 part. So here's 1 part on it. Now we'll get the other part on it.
Pretty.
Can you hear Nora? She's under my desk attacking her ball.
Too funny. Puppies are so silly.
Yep. Giovanna says, when I moved to Italy 40 years ago, nobody spoke English, and it was a learning curve for her. I see, there you go. Laura asked, how do you like them? Like what? Robin says, my son is a single parent of 4 kids. My mother and I bought him a mobile home. He worked lawn care for 6 months. He hated it till he got his welding job. He had to go to individual lawn companies. Yeah, we're looking into the lawn stuff now. And we're also looking into jobs that have dishwashers. You know, like restaurants that have dishwashers, we're looking into that also. We have to, he has to find jobs that doesn't require him. He can't work in like McDonald's. It's not going to happen, you guys. He cannot handle it. You know, he suffers from what he suffers from, and he also has that learning disability. So they're working at McDonald's wouldn't last. But if he can find a job washing dishes, he's okay with that because we've talked about that. The jobs he's trying to get are not like high quality jobs. I mean, he likes unloading and loading trucks, shipping and receiving, and stocking shelves and unloading trucks to stock shelves with. That's what he likes. He's really good at it, but he doesn't handle other types of jobs very well.
Hi, June Hansen. So Giovanna, my mom is doing much better. She's at home. They had to do a stint and then clear out a few other vessels. Gotta go next week to get the left side of her heart done. But she's feeling a lot better. She's actually at home resting right now.
How old's your mom?
Huh?
What's the age of your mother?
My mom is 63.
Does heart disease run in your family?
Yeah.
Yeah, it runs in my paternal side.
Yeah, heart disease and multiple different cancers run on my side of my mom's side of family. So my doctors keep a close tabs on me.
Yeah. So far, I haven't showed up with anything with the heart.
Please are. It's enough. No screaming. Screaming does not get you treats.
What's the weather like everywhere for all of y'all? How's the weather? Just still stifling.
So in Michigan, it is sunny, beautiful, and like in the low 70s.
Oh, that's nice temperatures.
Yeah, it's been gorgeous. And I had the day off because I had a couple of my yearly exams this morning. So I spent half of the day outside playing in the garden.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I came inside like hour and a half before I had to come on here with you. So that way there I could have plenty of time to play out in the yard. Take my Yorkie for a nice little walk. Because he's like a 15-year-old little boy. So I'm trying to keep him up and moving around and exercising to keep his heart healthy.
What's the temperature in Italy, Giovanna? He could joy tea, but the problem is him and Blaze are finally in therapy, back in their therapy, which they need to be in. And if he moved, we would have to start from ground zero again with all of it, the housing, waiting list, all of it.
Oh, well, Giovanna, I didn't know that. She said that my mom is her age.
Yeah, we've been talking. Sorry, go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, so Giovanna is old enough to be my mommy.
Is Giovanna up in age? Really?
Yeah, she says she's also around 63 years old, so.
I don't have any living parents. Okay, so Robin says it's 94 degrees in Florida. June says 79 with low humidity. 35 degrees Celsius. Ouch, Giovanna.
Ooh,
So what is that in Fahrenheit?
You'll have to use the Google.
For the people that are like me that don't know the conversion.
You'll have to Google it to see. It's about 90 something degrees, I think. I don't know. Let me look.
Giovanna. Yeah, Giovanna's
9 in Phoenix.
So Giovanna was born in 1960. So is my mom, and my mom was June 2nd. So Giovanna, who's older, you or my mama?
Was it 35, she said?
Yeah, 35.
95 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's 95 degrees Fahrenheit in Italy, where she's at.
That
That's
is
hot.
15 degrees too hot for me.
Yeah, and just think Italy's right there on the ocean. So,
The Mediterranean.
Oh, wow. She said in her room it's 89 degrees Fahrenheit right now.
oh my God, I would be dying if it was
guess-
hot in this house.
Yeah, because she does not have air.
Nope, a lot of Europeans don't. But I'm
So
a
here's
fan
my
of
next piece.
92 in Texas. Giovanna says September 15th.
So my mom's older than you.
All right. Let me make sure I got these all lined up right.
Okay, next piece. There are so many pieces to this one block.
Have you asked Giovanna where she was in Italy? Somewhere?
No. Giovanna, what city in Italy do you live?
Which part? North,
Or
west,
or
south?
what part? North, south, east, or west?
Oh, wow. She says 11:15 p.m. there right now.
Yep. She's 3 hours ahead of us.
Okay. I always forget about the time change whenever I'm talking to people on here.
Yep, there's lots of time differences. And we're 3 hours ahead of Eastern Standard Time. And that's because we're part of the North American continent. Charlotte says she turned 77 in March. What day in March? Because my birthday's March the 26th. Can't believe it. I can't believe we are halfway through the year already.
Over half. This is July.
That's what I'm saying. I just can't, I don't know where the first part of the year went to.
It went bye-bye.
And I just turned 50.
Yes, you did. You're a half century old.
Yep.
Have you heard from your dad in the last day or two?
No. My sister hasn't messaged me yet, so I presume everything is okay.
I would check in nonetheless. I am so happy about we're getting closer and closer to being able to start working on the sewing room. It's like we'll do as much as I can tolerate, you know. And then when he can tell when it'll start stressing me out, I think. But we do have quite a bit of glass still. We cleaned a lot of glass up, but we still have tons of it to clean up. Because everywhere we move, every time we move something, we find more glass.
Oh, wow.
Giovanna says she's a Christmas baby. Hi, CM. CM's just turned on the AC. Are you all making different items? Yes. Donnell will show you soon what she's been working on, and I'm going to press this, and then I'll show you the first piece.
So I'm working on my Legit Kit Lion, and this is the pattern here, the Legit Kit, but I'm using my own fabrics. So all this green in the background will all be white. All of his mane will be various blues that you see up here. And then his face and his body will be light grays and silvers. And then the ground underneath him will be like blacks and dark grays, like if he's sitting up on a rock.
That's awesome, Donnell. I haven't even started on my polar bear yet.
Yeah, I'm like, I wanted to do it because I'm from Detroit. Well, just north of Detroit, but close enough, like 2 miles north of Detroit. So I wanted to do it in like the Detroit Lion colors for my bed.
Well, it was a lot of fun when we sent that polar bear picture frame to Becca.
Definitely.
She really likes it a lot, I think.
Yeah. Surprised her big time.
Oh, I know. She was showing it off like crazy.
She'll send
So
me a
what are
message.
you working on, Nikolai?
Amusement park loop, what do you call it? Loop,
It's a roller coaster.
loop roller coaster.
Yeah.
Got it
Oh,
right here.
awesome. Oh, wow.
I rebuilt it again.
Oh my goodness, that's gonna be crazy. Crazy in a good way.
Yep.
Had to make sure I specify that. Hey, Andrea, Mama J Enterprises.
Okay, here's what it'll look like when this part of this clue is finished.
Oh, that's so pretty, Katie.
Thank you.
Thank you, Charlotte.
Coming together really good.
Since we have mentioned are you a Mandalorian fan, Donnell?
Huh?
Are you a Mandalorian fan?
One more time. I couldn't really hear you. Am I on the what?
He wants to know if you're a Mandalorian fan.
I do like Star Wars and all. I'm more of a Yoda.
The Mandalorian's really good. And you get to
My
see
husband and son now, they love all of it and everything. I love Yoda.
baby Grogu's going to be cool when he grows up. If they manage to carry the storyline out that far. I've been watching The Acolyte, and I don't know how I feel about that one right now. But they're trying to set up a baseline story, I think, for the next movie. Because I think we're going to see Admiral Thrawn's big ships.
Well, the reason I mentioned Mandalorian is that I have his ship as a Lego.
Yes, he does. You took it apart, though, didn't you?
Nope, I didn't.
Where's it at?
It's in our bedroom.
You should show it to him.
Yes, Giovanna. However, mine's named Motown, not Mufasa.
You are doing Mufasa, Donnell.
Yes, but because of my colorway, I named him Motown because he's going after the Detroit Lion colors.
Oh, Giovanna says if you look up, I'm probably going to say this wrong. Oh my gosh. Is the A
Fanza?
Fanza or I don't know. Anyway, where you live and ceramics, you will see all of the beautiful ceramics we have. And we also have the oldest museum and library in Europe. Wow, that's really cool.
That is so cool. Hey, Linda, how are you doing? Said her son just finished the spacecraft station and astronauts.
Nice. I'll have to tell him that.
Are you serious? Mama J, Andrea.
Hi, Andrea.
You just finishing it up right now? I am putting my last rows together
What is
tomorrow on that pattern I'm working of yours. So I am a pattern tester for Andrea.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been working on one of hers and I'm just finishing up the rows tomorrow and everything. And then once I have it all put together, I'm going to do a little video clip on and post on my channel to show everybody. Jordy, I have a Singer S1478.
Patty, what are you working on? I know you finished a quilt the other day. What new thing are you working on?
Laura Sup, yeah, Andrea does have a YouTube channel. Michelle, can you grab that and drop it for her? I know since you're a moderator, you can do that. Pretty please. Let's see. Sorry, didn't mean to sound bossy or anything. It's not my channel.
It's okay.
I thought about it after I said it. I'm like, wait a minute, this ain't my channel. Uh, no problems at all, Andrea. I am willing to do it for that pattern. She says, well, get ready for little squares. I'm just working on fabric requirements. I'm so excited. Been a pattern I've been waiting for like forever. She's
Yep.
been teasing me with it all along the way.
It is old and works very well.
Oh, okay. Oh, Katie, you're a tester too. Oh, Katie, Vicky Remsey's here.
Huh?
Hi, Vicky.
Hey, Vicky, I need you to email me, please. Let me post the link. I'm gonna post my email in the channel. And can you send me an email, please? Just say hi, Katie. That's all I need you to say, because I need to send an email to you. Because you're one of my paid members of the channel, and I want to plan some activities with you guys. Okay.
Oh, you're welcome, Laura. There's nothing wrong with that, Giovanna. She says her serger is old, but works really well.
Yep.
That's the important part. If it works, then sweet. I had an older one, but I started having issues and decided just to replace mine, and I'm going to still get that one fixed and have it as a backup because my husband got it for me. So
Oh, he must have had to really move something to get to the.
oh, awesome. Giovanna says she found the other day that she has a gnome die, which she wants to see if it cuts fabric as it's for paper. That'd be awesome.
Thank you, Vicky. Now I have everybody. Once I get her email, I can send out an email to the members. I went to the some of the YouTube people do not have an email on their YouTube channel. If you're working on any projects, please make pictures and send them to my Facebook group, my Greenland Quilter Facebook group, so that I can share them with you guys. I might just do a screen share tonight real quick. Well, let me see what time it is. How much time we got left?
It is 5:30 right now, my time.
Yep, 8:30 here. Okay, he's going to show you guys.
Oh, that is so cool.
It's really big.
That is awesome work.
Let me see the back end of it too.
Oh, wow.
And then the top.
Top part is just like that.
Here, let me help you lift it up.
That is amazing, Nikolai.
Isn't that cool?
That's a lot of work to build too. I think it took me about 6 to 10 hours just to build it.
How many pieces was in that one?
I can't remember. There's quite a lot.
Not as much as the Millennium Falcon though, right?
Not much.
Joydy, so yeah, the serger I have is a Singer S1478. She said that she thought she missed it whenever I said it earlier, so.
I'll have to add Andrea's channel to my bot. Donnell, have
Yes,
you set your bot to do the selfie thing where people can
I
share
have.
After we get off, maybe you can walk me through how to set my bot because it's the night bot, right?
Yes, through Nightbot, I can actually copy the command I posted in there into my Nightbot and message it to you later if you want.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, because that way you can just copy it and paste it right in there. So
Okay. Yeah, because I've been meaning to get that from someone.
yeah, I don't know how you try and get it to automatically post it in rotation like how Mona has hers for her members now that have channels. I don't know how to do that. But I just had to have mine where if people have a channel, then they can do the selfie, exclamation selfie, and it posts it right in there.
She's probably got it. It's probably the same as you've probably been noticing. The bot's been dropping my Facebook group channel address.
Okay, yeah, I've seen that in your chat.
Yeah, it's been automatically doing that. I bet that you could do the same thing with all the selfie one. Well, not the selfie one, but the other. I don't know.
Yeah.
But you should be able to do it with any link.
Okay, I'm at a work stoppage. Oh, there it is. Just found it. I'm like, I have one coat I was missing a fabric for.
Uh-oh.
Just found it. Woo, that was close. I'm like, no.
Where did you have that at? Oh, was it?
Yep.
I knew I didn't see it sitting anywhere.
Inside the totes.
Since we lost the window, we'll be able to put shelves up where the window used to be. And we can display more of his Legos in the sewing room.
Awesome sauce.
And by the time I get the things I plan on moving around all the way around, I think there's going to be a half of a wall freed up where we can put mounted shelves on the wall to put more of his stuff on. Because we both, use that room for crafting.
That is really cool.
Yep. I don't know about him, but we've been missing doing him building something, and listening to audibles while I sew. We haven't done that in a while. Well, since all this happened anyway. You can only sit so long in this living room before the heat gets to you.
Yeah.
Andrea says, thanks, guys. Only one little video so far. I was delayed by a hurricane and now I am playing catch up. It's okay. Take your time. Don't let it stress you out or anything. Just go with the flow.
Yes.
Take your time, Andrea.
Well, anyways, Andre, you know us quilters, we always live behind.
Yeah,
There's no such thing as ever being caught up on schedule.
No, there isn't. Not really.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, now we're going. So what I'm working on right now is the second one, the second block, or the same block, but you had to make two of them. I'm a little bit curious on how the tree of life is going to look.
Right? I had the purple mist of it.
I have Secret Garden and Hope.
Yeah, this was my first PMQ, so I only did one. So I'm like, I want to see how this goes and how I like it before I go to anything else. And then, of course, now I've signed up for the Wild West because I love it.
Which one did you choose for Wild West?
Dusty Rose.
Okay.
Which is surprising, seeing how that's not the normal color scheme that I would usually go with.
Yeah.
Because everybody knows I love my purples. But that purple one just had like way too many purples that were very similar to each other. So I'm like, eh.
Laura says, I'm not 100% sure. She has a big shot die cutting machine, and there are a few different plates that can be used depending on the type of paper. My guess would be under. Giovanna says, and you don't have that much heat. Laura says, if it weren't for the last minute, I'd never get anything done. I know the feeling. Charlotte says, gotta go now. See you later, sweetie. Have a good night.
Bye, Charlotte.
And Giovanna says, I have the same machine, Laura. And yeah. All righty then. Let's see if I got the seams matching, and then we'll press it if it is. That one looks okay. And that one's a little bit off. Darn. Yep, I'm gonna fix that one. So when a seam doesn't match and you already have the whole sew line in, instead of taking the whole sew line out or the whole seam out, I only take so many, like an inch or inch and a half to the right of it and a half an inch maybe to the left of it, depending on where the seam is at. And I take that part out, and then I realign the seam or realign the seam line again, pin it, and then resew it. And I only resew the area that I had ripped out. It keeps everything else like, since the rest of it was okay. I learned this from Kimberly. She does this a lot, where she just rips out partial seams. And I find it to be pretty cool to be able to do it like that. Saves a lot of time, and you don't have to end up ripping the whole thing out. And then I use these handy little tweezers to pick out the pieces of thread. Okay, let's realign this again. How's your rabbit? You have rabbits, right?
Nope. I got birds, dogs, cats, and fish.
Someone has rabbits. I was wondering how
Andrea's got bunnies.
it's Andrea that has it. Okay. I knew it was someone.
Yep.
What's up, dog?
I thought I saw a kitty cat.
That's Tweety.
Yeah, I know.
Got something over there chirping on your end?
That would be my iron.
Oh.
I don't know how to turn that beeping thing off.
I don't think
Giovanna's
it's-
asking how much do Legos cost?
Oh, it depends on the what. Depends on the
How many's in it?
no. Depends on the what it is. It varies. It varies a lot.
One of the things he does to, to keep his Lego building up is he um he'll take them apart and put them in boxes, and when he comes back home again, he'll take them out and rebuild some of them. We haven't been able to buy much Legos this year. I haven't bought much fabric this year either, have I, babe?
No, not much.
No, haven't been able to. We've had to curtail things.
You'll get back to it, so.
Yes, we will. As soon as that boat's back in the water fishing, things will get better, hopefully.
Still in dry dock.
Still sitting in dry dock.
It'll get there.
Needs to hurry up and get there because I know Nikolai's chomping at the bit for income to start coming back in again. It's like, hurry up and let's get this done.
And they're nearly 4 weeks behind too.
Yep.
At least in the meantime, at least you're able to get that one wall taken care of and everything and all with Nikolai there.
Yeah, when he came home, that was the following week. He was down there at their office like, dude, you guys need to get over here and finish this work. Lit a fire.
Sometimes you just gotta do that. Andrea says that the bunnies are doing good.
That's great news. Do you eat any of them, Andrea?
I believe she sells them for meat. I could be wrong, but I believe that's what she's told me before.
Remember if my parents ever fed us rabbit. If they did, I don't remember what it tasted like. We had squirrel when we were young, and it was okay.
Sun in my head again.
Do you?
Yep. Okay. Music in my head again.
She says she does.
What?
Repeat that.
I got a song in my head again. Just have to play the tune. Word.
All right. Now let's get this side pinned.
Got another piece done.
Oh, outstanding. How long did it take you to figure out where you were going to use what color where?
That took me several weeks.
Did you
Because
do a
first I
quilt?
had to fit. Well, what I did is I took the picture, the color picture that I showed you guys, took that to my printer, and I copied it out. Well, I scanned it through so that way there I could do it as a black and white. So I could see where my darks, lights, and medium tones are all at. And then from there, I had to figure out, okay, what fabrics I want to use and where I wanted the fabric colors to all be and such like that. That was the hardest part, figuring out I knew what color scheme I wanted it to be. I just didn't know where I was going to place it. And I actually sat down and talked to my husband about it. And he helped me figure out what colors to go with and everything. And then more I thought about it, I was able to figure out where I wanted the colors and went through all my fabrics to get out all my blues, grays, blacks, silvers, all that good stuff.
Yeah, I think I want to dig out all of my boutiques that have blues and grays in it and see how many of them are close to the fabric that came in the polar bear kit and switch them out for boutiques.
Now, is this gonna be your first one ever doing?
Yep.
I would probably start with doing the first one you're ever gonna do as doing it as the colors that it comes as, and then maybe doing a set. No, okay. Because this has been difficult. It's taken me quite a bit of patience and all. So
I know it's going to be hard. And I'm not going to
okay,
change all of the colors. I just want to put there's no texture in solids.
yeah.
And when you're trying to imitate like an iceberg, which looks like what that's in the background of the polar bears, you want it to have a little texture, and Batiks has that.
Oh, I know. I love working with batiks.
I just have to figure out what colors I want to trade out. It's going to be a big quilt with that big, because it's a mama polar bear with a baby.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen those in real life.
Yes, you have. You just keep on bragging about that.
Yeah, I always do.
Yes, you do. Because I haven't seen one other than in the San Diego Zoo. And I felt sorry for those at the zoo.
Well, I've seen one with 2 cups.
They didn't look very happy at all. They didn't look like they were living their best life. What I found the most disturbing is when we went to the manatee.
Katy, take a look at Jordy's comment.
Yeah, he's attending their programs already, Joy T. In fact, he was supposed to go there today because they had some stuff going on today that he was going to attend. There was some workshops today, along with another employer was going to be there taking applications. So I haven't talked to him yet. I usually talk to him late in the evening to see what he's accomplished today. He's continuing to pursue Walmart for sure because he's been talking to the managers.
Laura, this is technically it's my second, but I really don't know if you would count it as my second because of the fact that my first one was a vortex and I've not completed it yet. I got a long portion of the way and I making the blocks. And then the moment I got this one here, I put that one aside and started working on this and playing with this. I need to start pulling the vortex out and finish it up. So at least that way I can have that one completely done. But I got all the stuff for it and everything and all filed away nice and neatly. I just got to get in there and do it.
You're going to go with me to the doctor's appointment, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, everyone, please stay safe in the storms. Jordy and Robin are getting hit with storms right now. Severe thunderstorms.
Yeah, y'all keep safe. animals in the zoo are depressing to see. I agree with you, Giovanna. I was about to talk about when we were in Florida, we went to it was Homosassus manatee something, wasn't it, honey?
Yeah, wildlife.
Wildlife.
Homosassus wildlife.
Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah. And when we I was already disturbed when we saw the manatees, the way they were, because they weren't in the river like you thought they were, because that's what they advertised, that they're in the water. But anyway, um they had a hippopotamus, and she was 37 years old, right?
Well, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and she was just laying on the slab of concrete. She wasn't moving around. She didn't have a pin partner, another hippopotamus to be with her, and she looked so sad. I told Nikolai, I'm like, look at her. She looks so unhappy.
Movie star.
And she didn't even get up when people were looking at her. She just laid there like she was just this body of, just this body laying there. We never did really, we saw one tiny alligator in there. Most of the areas where the alligators should have been, the top of the water was covered in green algae, which sounds like it's a runoff getting into the water there. I'm afraid that my OCD brain would have problems with foundation paper piecing. I would love to try it though. Do something small, Laura.
There's a whole, if you Google foundation paper free foundation paper piece patterns, you'll come up with a lot of links where you can find really free designs and patterns and everything that all you gotta do is save it to your computer and print it out. And they're easy to do.
Laura says, Robin and Joy T, stay safe during the storms. My aunt and uncle live in Iowa, and they had 2 trees fall on their homes a few days ago, and there was tons of damage. And then Laura says, I have problems with, yep, I already read that one. Then Robin says, my cousin in Texas got the tail end dirty side of the hurricane, and 5 pine trees fell on their roof. No electricity for a week. What a mess. Yep, I can imagine. Honey, what time is it?
53.
Okay, so we're
You're
close.
running close to 2 hours
Yeah,
more.
because right behind this is going to be cotton cuts.
Good.
Okay, here's the second block. Ta-da!
Ooh, pretty.
Yep. Okay, so this will be labeled 5A, these 2 blocks. So what I like to do is I take a piece of paper and put the label on each one of them with a pen, and then I'll have them labeled. Because I've learned the hard way. I understand why we need to label them, because if you don't label them and you go to put them together, you can easily mess things up. Or I can. I'm good at making a mess.
Like what? Never.
Oh yeah. It's always a hot mess. Alrighty. Let's get it pinned on here so I don't forget to do that part. Okay, then we've not got those two done. So I'm halfway through the pattern now. Or
Yay!
halfway through the clue. All right. So we are
5 minutes until
5 minutes.
and
Yeah. 5 minutes away from saying goodbye. All right. Does anyone want to ask any questions? Okay, let me read what's being said now. CM says, looking good, thank you. Robin says, excellent, thank you. Giovanna says, in Kenya, they have an animal orphanage for all orphan babies they find in the wild. It is that die in the wild. Yeah, I understand. I just felt sorry for that one because it was I think what disturbed me most was it was all by itself. It needed a partner in crime. You know, that's why I have two dogs. I never have a dog by itself, rarely. Because they play with each other,
they get lonely too.
Yes, they do. Especially when you leave the house. And Nora has this new behavior that's popped up. It's not
Lordy.
It's not exactly new, but now it's the behavior has increased to other things like if someone comes and takes Coda for a walk and leaves her behind, she howls the whole time he's gone.
Oh, goodness gracious.
That's why we're on a Dotson waiting list right now, because we're going to have to get another puppy before Coda passes away. And when Hanifa came by, she's the young lady that took care of the dogs in the house while I was gone. She spent about 10 minutes with them a couple of weeks ago. And oh my God, that puppy, well, she's not a puppy, but I call her a puppy. She cried for an hour and a half straight, sat out there howling and looking at the front door.
Oh.
Nikolai's come home, and every time Nikolai walks out the door to go to the store or something, she does the same stuff when he leaves.
Oh, poor baby.
We have a little bit of a, I guess, separation anxiety thing going on with her.
Yup.
She really adores Nikolai and Hanifa. Hanifa's really good with them. Katie, I love those colors. I was hoping that Wild West would have a patriotic color. They didn't have a patriotic one? I didn't really notice. Only one color really
I don't think that they did.
Only one colorway really spoke to me, and that one barely spoke to me. Giovanna says, poor baby. I also have two of any animal. I have two cats now. Yeah, see? It's just something about it's better if they have a partner in crime. Andrea says, I am on my phone and typing on this little keyboard with one finger is not easy with fat fingers. Internet is still spotty. Oh, I'm sorry, Andrea. Yeah, I don't watch lives with my phone at all. I just can't.
I watch most of them with my phone.
I just can't see that. I can't type on it or nothing. Okay. Jackie says, Laura, Legit Kits has a free pattern called Building Blocks. Not sure if it's still free.
It is not.
Ah, so they started charging for it.
It used to be free, and they changed it because they had it for free for so long that they've now it's a paid for pattern.
Oh, wow. And then Laura says, Jackie, thank you. I will check it out. Okay. All right. Do you want to, are you about to close?
Give me 1 second and I can show you this. And I just got 3 seams to do. Well, I can show the other ones I've already done. Locate right here, there. Okay, so we have, this is letter A. And then we got letter B, which is this one. C is this one.
Looks like you're coming along with it.
And D is this one.
Nice.
I'm working on right now. So, and these will all go like over on this side right here.
Okay. How are you keeping all those organized?
I keep all the papers still on the back.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so all my fabrics, I use binders. And so I have like, okay, what color it is, because I have them all inside of like those little zipper 3-ring sleeves.
Yeah.
And so I have like what code each fabric is for each color that I have in that binder.
Okay.
And then like my dark grays and blacks I have in here because I ran out of binders. And I'm like, I'm not buying another set of binders for one binder.
Yeah, I can't decide how I'm going to handle keeping mine organized because I don't have
Yeah, some
access.
people use like the accordion folders. Some people use the file folder, the big file folder system, like Sobeka and Handmade by Ying Madonna. They both have a really awesome system that they use. I wanted to do that. I just don't have the space here to do it in my room.
Yeah, I understand.
So I
Oh,
had to go with what worked for me and everything with the space I have.
okay. Does anyone want to ask any questions?
You can go ahead and take the spotlight off of me if you want.
Let me fill you in on a couple of things while I'm waiting to see if anyone has any questions. Okay, so Saturday I am having Ginger of Copycat Quilting on the channel. I'm thinking that I'm doing, because I'm doing it at 1 p.m. my time. I believe that we're doing it'll be a pre-recorded interview. And then
Okay.
I'll still have my live Saturday night, but I don't have anybody lined up to sew with me yet on Saturday night. So if I thought about, let me get you guys' opinion real quick. Let me make a poll. This will be directed to those who are paid members. Let's see what percentage of the members that are in here currently can answer this poll. Y'all look at this poll. And yeah, I know this doesn't count. This doesn't include the subscribers. I'm sorry. But these are for paid members. For the paid members that are actually in the channel at the moment, y'all look at the poll and tell me yes or no. I don't have very many members in here right now. Doesn't look like. Just a few. All right. So anyway, we both, do you have anything you want to refresh their memory about before we hang it up?
No, not that much right now. Other than the fact that I go live every Saturday and Sunday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern time. So come hang out. It's always a lot of fun over there.
Don't hang up from Zoom, okay?
Okay.
Because I have to talk to you for a minute. All right. So thank you.
I'm in trouble, peoples.
No. Well, we have.
I was being silly.
No, it's okay. So 50% says yes and 50% says no. Oh no, that's 4 votes. Okay.
Okay, someone else is going to have to vote again.
Yeah.
We need a tiebreaker.
Because I thought about saying, on the nights that I don't actually have a YouTube creator, one of the members can come and sew with me. I thought that would be fun. Now I understand that some don't want to show their face, and that's okay, no problem. But if you're interested, when I send out an email to y'all, I'm also going to broach that question to see if any of you are interested in sewing on a live with me on whatever days of the week that I don't have someone sewing with me. Andrea says I don't do lives because of my hearing problems. Okay, that's fine. And Linda says if you go over to Brenda at Conquering Mount Scrapmar, she has a lot of FPP patterns you can print out, and she does a video on how to put them together. That's great.
Where is that
All right.
at?
Conquering
Oh,
Mount Scrapmar.
Oh, okay.
Scrapmore. Yeah. Brenda's a really nice person.
Yeah, she's been on Sean's channel before.
She's been on my channel too.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yes, she has.
I'm sorry.
Okay. So as far as on the 27th will be Ginger. But this Saturday, I have no one sewing with me Saturday night. So you know, it could be I find someone at the last minute. If not, that's okay. We'll do it by myself. I only have one tour guide to do Saturday, so I shouldn't be too tired when I get home. So anyway, thank you everyone for coming to the live tonight. I hope you enjoyed our sewing. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Make sure to live, laugh, love, and dream, and make sure you create something from all of that. All right. Have a nice evening and see you on the next video. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Did you want to say anything?
No, just a bye.
Okay. Let's disconnect here for a minute. In stream.